Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So this week, your key to the week is the Emperor card. This is your card. As an Aries, the Emperor card is literally your card. So the fact that you've got this as the key to the week, obviously we've got the eclipse this week as well, like right at the beginning, not the very first day, but literally the day after, right? So the fact that you have this, I think this is going to be a week where you really are seeing yourself more clearly than ever. Or maybe, well, maybe not more clearly than ever, but certainly more clearly than you have in a while. I think this is a moment of pure honesty about where you're at, why you are there, how you are responsible for that, and more importantly, where it is that you go from here. I am going to say that for a lot of you, this might be a moment where you're having to, so you've got a jumping card, but this might be a moment where you really are having to say, okay, you know what, I need to take my life or this circumstance or this situation by the, by the short and curlies, as we say here in the UK, and I need to make something happen. This is about you really commanding your lifescape. For a lot of you, this could be seeing yourself. Maybe for some of you, this could be seeing your temper, your outlook, your belief structure in a new way. This could also be a week where you are, maybe for some of you, it's almost like you're seeing your professional life in a greater sense of perspective, and it's also helping you see yourself in a greater sense of perspective. But it kind of works both ways. I think there's going to be a lot of, and there's going to be a lot of you thinking this week really deeply about what it means to be you and how that has either hindered you or helped you in some way, shape or form. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your jumping card is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So for those of you that are hoping to move, change homes, etc., it looks like you're very focused on this. Remember as well, the 10 of Cups is a blessing card. It's a wish fulfilled card. And this is in your actions and options. So for some of you, seeing yourself in this newfound way this week is going to allow you, or it's going to give you, it's like you're giving yourself permission to go for the thing that you know is going to fulfill you at a soul level. And this means that you're really able to move forward, or you're really able to jump forward in some way, shape or form. I think not only is this a time of real honesty for you this week, but I actually feel like this is a moment where you're going to feel a really powerful sense of release through acquisition. So it's like something that you get, something that you gain, but you're doing this through the, okay, you know what, in order to have this, I have to release this, and I'm okay with letting that go because I see it in relation or a context or even perspective to who I am now at this moment in time. So it's a really powerful week. There are options available to you for those of you that are looking to purchase a home, sell a home, or do anything around property or real estate. It's absolutely possible, and I think for a lot of you, this is you putting yourself, your family, or the people that you live with first. So this is a moment of really powerful and very deep honesty, which I think is brilliant. Also, if you haven't seen them, your November 2022 tarot scopes are up and out there for your viewing pleasure. Don't forget to check them out. They'll be one of those things that floats around my head in just a moment. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Fool card. New things, new places, new people, new energies coming in. For some of you, this could be new conversations that you're having with your boss or a significant other if you have one. I've got this here as well with the 10 of Cups. That's a spontaneous blessing. I kind of feel for a lot of you, this might be where you're embarking on something new this week, but you're kind of like, well, I'll just see how it goes. And it has much better results than expected, which is great. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could literally be a new course or a new rededication of self. So it's kind of like a lot of you are saying, okay, I'm studying, maybe I had a shaky start, maybe I haven't been sure about my course or my whatever. It's like you really get stuck in now, all right? It's like the energy that you have, which is actually a good thing, because at the moment, obviously, Mars, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Gemini, but it's retrograde. This is taking all of that energy that you usually put out into the world and it's turning it inward. And it looks like you guys are making the most of that energy, which is great. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are either getting a new boss or there is a change in management over the course of this week, or certainly one that's initiated this week that will filter out from here on in. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, it's almost like going against the grain really this week. Obviously, I'm not a business advisor, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, you have to use your own discernment, right? But I kind of get the feeling for a lot of you, you're going against the grain with something to do with your business, or maybe you're starting a business. And yes, maybe it doesn't make sense to the outside world with the eclipse and the crazy astrology and but it's like there's something in you that says this is the right way to go. And you know what? Whatever the results are going to be, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, there's a few ways that this could play out. One, this could literally be a couple that has been trying to get pregnant for some time could finally give that news. We're pregnant, got a bun in the oven, it's time, it's happening. For those that are, you know, if it's not that, then it could be that there are conversations around what the last stage of life looks like for somebody who is in the winter of their lives. It's not to say that they're dying, it's more just a case of, right, okay, what do we need to put in place now? Do we need to move to a one-level home so that, you know, as the years progress, we don't have the stairs to deal with? There's a lot of really... they're not hard conversations. I mean, well, no, they are hard conversations because you never really want to think about it. But these are conversations that are being had now, and I actually think it clears the way. And because you've got the Ten of Cups and the Fool card, I think it will go well. For your love and relations, you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups usually represents the mother. So in the family and the familial ties and connections, there are likely to be a lot of conversations around mum, parents, possibly dad as well. It doesn't have to just be mum, but it's likely to be mum. There's likely to be a lot of conversations about starting a family, children, whether we do or don't want them, all of that stuff. Now, for those of you that are single, I would say there is a chance for you to meet someone new this week. It's likely that this person is going to be a water sign. Either that or they are somebody that you know through your people, through your family. It's like, it's not so much that they're setting you up, it's more a case of you know this person through association to your people in some way, shape or form. For those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, I'm just going to be straight up with you. You've got really good cards so far, but you need to show up for your partner a bit more, all right? Like you need to soften your approach, maybe the way that you're speaking, maybe the way that you're approaching things, maybe your outlook, maybe your belief this week, right? And you know me, when you are in the right, I will tell you. When you're sort of in the wrong, I'm going to tell you. And ultimately this week, it's you that has to do the bending, not the other way around, all right? When it comes to your money and materials, you have the Two of Cups. That is potentially a new partnership and or connection that comes in that could be very lucrative. Again, it's through your people, it's through your network, through the people that you know. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a pay rise, if you're looking for information on how to get the most out of what you already have available to you, it's all coming through your people. Also, this is not a week to go it alone. The final say has to be yours, absolutely, because that's the Emperor. But the Two of Cups suggests that the finances and the money improves through or with or by the connections that you have to others. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your stomach and or your digestive system. So look out for, well, not your digestive system, but definitely your stomach. So pay attention to your diet this week. And when it comes to your home and environment, that could literally be that somebody is coming to the home this week. Maybe a friend, maybe a partner, maybe a sibling. Maybe you're having conversations about joining up a household in some way, shape or form, especially if you live in different places, right? So if you're a couple like that and it's like, well, we've been umming and ahhing about whether we're going to do this together or we're going to move in together, etc. This could be the week where you finally get something over the finish line of a decision. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes out. Take care and I'll see you soon.